So fully unloaded 1301. When you pull the charging handle to the rear, it doesn't lock to the rear. We have an empty chamber and an empty magazine tube. Right now the lifter is up, which gives me access to the magazine follower to shove rounds into the magazine tube. If you want to load the chamber first and then the tube, you hit this little ledge right here on the bottom of the lifting gate on the front of the trigger. That will pop the lifting gate down, and then the charging handle will lock to the rear. Then you can take the round that you want to load into the chamber, drop it in, and then hit this button here. Now we have a loaded chamber and we can load the rest into the magazine tube like normal. So pushing straight in, I'm just going to load two in the tube, one in the chamber. So now when I shoot, it should fire once and then I can shoot all three. Okay, when you shoot all the ammo in the magazine tube, the bolt will lock to the rear. At this point, you can either drop another one into the chamber like so, or you can hit your bolt release and then load into the tube directly here like so. When you load into the tube with that lifting gate up like that without pushing this button, if you pull this back, nothing will happen. See how it's not loading? That's designed that way so that you can swap the type of ammo that you have in the chamber. In order to get it to feed the next round from the tube, hit this little button at the base of the lifter, that little silver spot right there. Hit that. That releases the shell into the space right below the bolt, so that when you pull the bolt to the rear, the shell is on the lifter and now is in the chamber. So you have two and lock to the rear. Unloaded gun again. Let's talk about how to switch between the type of ammo that you're shooting. So this would be like if you want to shoot birdshot, but then you want to switch to buckshot, or you want to throw in a slug for whatever reason, but you don't want to empty out the entire magazine tube. So I'm going to say I'll load the chamber with birdshot. So that's bird in the chamber, release the slide, and then I'll throw another bird in the magazine tube that I don't want to load. So now if I wanted to switch over to this buckshot, I would pull that to the rear, grab my buckshot, drop it in, and then release. But because the lifter is up like this, it doesn't feed the next one into that chamber, which would cause a malfunction. So now I have buckshot in the chamber, but the magazine tube is still the birdshot. So this is going to be buckshot, buckshot, birdshot, birdshot. And bolt locks to the rear like it should. And when you want to release the bolt, hit this button here. When you want to load the magazine tube, hit this button here when the bolt is forward. So bolt forward. Now you have access to your tube. Once you're done loading the tube, hit this little button right here, this little silver button. That releases the lifter, releases the bolt catch. Then you can pull the bolt to the rear. It's locked to the rear now because it's empty, but that would go to the rear, let it go, feeds into the chamber, and off to the races you go. So this gun is good to go.